Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Necro and this is part 2 of my new player guide. So, as you can see, we have now reached Battle Barge 5. So this is the first milestone in upgrading your base. So what this will allow, this primarily allows you to find an alliance, which is very, very important. I strongly suggest you do this. We have now unlocked all 5 of our sanctums and barracks, so we can now start producing troops, which is cool. We've unlocked a few extra parts of our base now, which is quite nice. So we've unlocked the research facility. So what this does, this allows you to research all of your tech, which is cool. Each level will increase your research speed and it will increase what you can research. So here we have additional March fleet, for example. So we have military tech. So all of this will increase your range defense and HP of your troops, of all your different types of troops, and it'll provide you a bunch of extra bonuses as well. So then we have resource production. Now this is the one that I'm primarily going to be focusing on, just because my account here is going to be used for farming, so I want to be trying to get as many different resources as I can. And base development, which, as it says, you know, develops your base, which is ideal for us considering that's what we're here for. So moving on to some other stuff we've got, is we've got the auger arrays here. This is quite a nice one. This basically, as it says, it's an auger array, so this is going to tell you what's incoming. It's going to be for when you're scouting bases. This will give you detailed reports of what they have, whether they have resources, heroes, the troops that they got in their base, what tier they are. Very, very important later in the game. This is something you'll passively upgrade as you go through. So because we have free instant upgrades for a while, there we go, we want to be getting that up. So what we're going to do is we're going to start going through all of these. This one is quite a nice one. This is the astropathic relay, which is going to be really useful for you early on in the game. So what this does is this basically handles everything to do with your alliance. Now, we haven't actually joined an alliance yet, so what we're going to do is we're going to come here. We get 50 crystals when we first join an alliance. So here we have a list of alliances. Quite cool. So what we're going to do is, first actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back out of this, and I'm going to go here, and I'm going to rename. So this is going to be Necro 4. Nice and original. Yes, this is my 4th account, or 5th actually, I think it is, but one of them isn't named that. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to go here, and I am going to look for, so this is my alliance. Invocation. Now they are full, so I'm not going to join them. I'm going to join our second alliance, which should have some room in for me. Here we go. Reapers INV2 with Grim Reaper as the leader. This is our second alliance. Member of the Inquisition. Same with Invocation. This is our Discord link. So just some basic information. So what you want to do here is you just kind of want to go through. I probably wouldn't auto-join. You want to try and apply to places if you can. Depending on how developed your server is, obviously some alliances are going to be really strong. Try and choose an alliance that uses the same language as you, because obviously you want to communicate. And hopefully we get accepted into that soon. Okay, so looks here like, yep, we have joined an alliance. Lovely. So here we go. This is the alliance screen. Now I'm going to give you an overview of this from 2 perspectives. So firstly, I am going to go through this as a member, and then I will go through it as a leader, not marshal. Although if that is something that people want me to do, I will do a video on that later, but just as a counselor or lieutenant. So we're going to start off nice and simple. This is the main page. We can see here who the marshal is. We can see that we use the English language. We're currently rank 10, which is quite good. Our gift level is 4, so this is something I'll cover in a moment. We hold this many squares of domain, and we have 52 out of 55 members. There's just some basic information, and we're going to go through to mission at the top. So every day, there will be a bunch of rewards available here from missions. So as people log in, when 18 people have logged in, we will unlock these. And once we collect this amount of resources, we will unlock some resources. There we go. Once we've swept Chaos Forces, which I'll cover later on in another video, we get some more rewards. As we interact with other allies, we get some rewards, donate to tech, and there we go. So I'm just going to click claim all and just accept all those rewards. All you're going to want to do here is just at the end of each day or just some point during the day. Normally, if your alliance is active, you'll have this done pretty quickly. It's just go onto this page and you claim all. Get all those free rewards. Next up, this is the alliance crate. So we get rewards here based on how many crates the alliance has acquired throughout playing. This is done from if you purchase packs, anything in the store, all of your guys in the alliance will get access for 24 hours to a small reward based on the size of the pack that you bought. And then here, as your players in the alliance attack hostile fleets and do any events, the crates will appear here, which will grant you small rewards, which is quite good. They stack up and they give you a lot of speed ups. They're really good. Always check here every day, make sure you claim any packs available. We're going to claim this one, so we get a bunch of cool stuff, 300 gems, and we've got some chunks there as well for the deep rescue, which I'll cover later. Next up, we have tech contribution. So your alliance will have 3 different tech trees that they can research to improve everyone in the alliance. So everyone in the alliance gets these benefits. So the production one, you can see here that this increases our resource production, which is really cool. We like this earlier on in the game, so we can get a lot of resources. This includes collecting speeds, so later on in the game you'll be collecting resources as well as producing them yourself, which is quite good. Then we have build speed, which is really nice, especially for a farm account or for a new player, just getting those buildings built faster. And research speed, which is exactly the same, but obviously for research. Then we have war tech, which I'm going to cover pretty briefly just because it's not really that necessary for newer players, but it's basically just increases the efficiency and the effectiveness of your troops. Development tech, this is quite a mixed bag here. There's a bunch of different things here. So increasing your alliance garrisons, so once your alliance takes other buildings or structures, there's a few different types in different events. This increases the amount of units that you can put in there. This increases the player limit that can be in there. And then we have domain tax, so this just increases the tax inside your domain. Tax decrease on transporting resources to each other. Defense platform limits, so just a lot of different things here. A lot of this won't be relevant to most players that are fairly new to the game, so I wouldn't spend much time worrying about this. What you'll see at the top here on each of these pages is a recommended. So this is whatever your leaders of the alliance has decided is the most beneficial for your alliance. So what we're going to do is we're going to click this and we're going to go to contribute. Now this is going to use up quite a lot of fuel early on in the game, so we don't really want to be spending much here. So as you can see, we've dropped a fair amount here. There you go. So we've used up quite a lot of fuel there, but every day you want to be coming here and using this. Now what I'm going to mention here is this is the crystal option. Now for 5 crystals you can contribute to your alliance. So this requires crystals. I'm going to say confirm. Every time you do this, I'm just gonna put that there so I can spam this through. Now what you want to be really, really careful of is you do not go past 20. If you go past 20, it doubles each time and it will eat up all of your crystals without you realizing. So be very, very careful there. Then we're going to go to Helping Hand. This is the most useful tool in an alliance as you start the game. So this allows you to help other players with anything that they're doing in game that requires production. So you're going to help all and you will immediately help all your players and it will knock a minute off each of their builds that they've asked for help on. We're going to use this a lot in the game. Then we have Alliance Supplies. Boaty McBoatface has rescued legendary hero Shrike. Shrike is a really cool hero and I love that name. Okay, so going on to Alliance Supplies, we're going to ask for help for these. Now you can only do it for one of them, so obviously you want to do it on your legendary, so you just press ask for help. And if you want any additionals, it costs money, and you can refresh these to try and get a legendary one. All it does is it just gives you some resources, some speed ups, which is quite nice. Nothing major, but it's a nice little bonus. And then you can help other people, which I'd always suggest checking here. Help activate, and we get some free rewards in an hour and 18 minutes. Lovely. So now we're going to go down quickly through the rest of this. So you have the Alliance members. In an alliance, you have a few different ranks. So you have the marshal, which is the governor, the boss man, the top dog. This is your leader. Then you have his lieutenants, which are players that are relevant to the running of the alliance. As you can see here, we have Necro, which is one of my farm accounts. As I'm the marshal of the main alliance, INV, I have a lieutenant just in here, just in case I need to quickly log on and do things like invite myself to the alliance on my 4th account. Things like that. So yeah, if you have multiple accounts and you run an alliance, it's quite useful to do that. Then we have the counselors. So these are the trusted help, basically. They help with everything in the alliance, really, as when it comes to members, decisions within the alliance, placing platforms, things like that. Quite a good rank to achieve. We have a lot of counselors. Then we have our elites. So these are our well-performing players. Then we have members. So a lot of these you'll see, we have a lot of inactives. In INV2, a lot of these players are either retired or they've been with us a long time, and we want to try and hold on to them for as long as possible, even if they've been offline for 49 days, just a sign of respect. We won't kick them out until we have to get other players in. We like to try and keep them in the alliance just so we can look after them. They're protected by our name, our reputation, and they hopefully will come back to the game soon. Then we have the war screen, which you'll learn about later on in the game. I'm not going to cover that today. Then we have domain. So we have the domain overview. So this is some nice bonuses whilst inside your alliance domain. I'm not inside my alliance domain yet, so we're going to warp jump there shortly. So we have all the different domain buildings. So the alliance headquarters. Then we have the alliance fortress. Now this allows you to hide a full army of yours, which is quite good. We have the armory, the research station, and the resource station. So that just increases your bonuses based on resources, research, or armory. Next we have up defense platforms. This just increases your domain area, your safe space almost. And then super resources, which I'm going to cover in a farming video later on. Lastly, we have the alliance store. So as you contribute more, back on this main screen, you see you have tech contribution. When you contribute, you get contribution rewards. This gives your alliance more money to spend on these items, and it will give you money. So we got 6.9k there, so not a great deal, but obviously this is just our first day, so we can get a few small items here, but ideally we want to be saving up for alliance warp drives, void shields, and targeted warps, which aren't available in the store at the moment. Depending on the rank that the person is, they'll be able to buy in these items here. So I think it's only lieutenants and marshal that can spend the alliance points on these. So yeah, I can put a restock reminder and it will tell the leaders that we need that. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to come out of here. There we go. So yeah, it's actually going to prompt me to do this, which is good. So going to go to items. We are going to go down to other. There we go. So it's just forcing us to use this. So it's quite good actually. So we want to use the alliance warp drive, press use, and we are going to warp to the boys. So I'm going to warp jump here. It's probably best just to follow where it says for the first time. There we go. Straight next to Necro 2. Here we go. So this is the alliance here. So now we're moving into our safe space. Perfect. You can see here in the chat as well. No more warp drive, please restock. That's just where I put that reminder. So that's it for the alliance. This is quite a big milestone in leveling up, and I will be continuing in the next video. Thank you all for watching.